これが最後の月牙天章だ。一瞬で終わらせてやる。無月。
Welcome back, everybody, back with a video. Today we're going to be doing showcase on DANGAI ICHIGO. Yes, the one and only DANGAI ICHIGO in the game. Now, it does suck. I've been wanting, a lot of people have been wanting a DANGAI ICHIGO remake. Now, on his resurrection, he did not get saved at all. In the background, you are going to be seeing some IT, single-player IT, because there's no way I am taking his Ichigo, especially with no flurry, into co-op IT. I'm surprised I even took him into single-player IT. You will see him struggling in the background. So let's go right into it, right? DANGAI ICHIGO, phenomenal character, right? He was the best character at his time for a very, I don't want to say a very long time, but it was for a decent amount of time that he was the best character in the game. Yes, with no flurry, back then, having a flurry didn't really matter, honestly. Back then, there was no flurry. There wasn't really no frenzy meta at that time. So, let's get right into it. So, at his base form, right, before Resurrection, he had a 50% Berserker, Bombardment plus 1, 15% Bruiser, 15% Long Range, and Sprinter plus 1. Back then, he was a hybrid, and he was technically the best hybrid in the game. Again, he was a good unit on release. He was a good unit for a very, very long time. Ah, man, just remembering the good old days of back then. Like, back then, it was just such a different game to it is now. In terms of a kit, it's actually not a bad kit. SA1, it's a bit iffy, right? SA1 is a 375 radius. You see it's in front of him. It's a bit wonky strong attack. SA2 is going to be a 575 lunge. SA3 is going to be a full screen. It's not a bad kit besides the SA1. Now, the SA1 had a little bit more range. It'll be much better, but he didn't pick it up. He didn't get nothing out of it. So now, let's look at the Resurrection, right? So in terms of the Resurrection, the only thing that went up was Bruiser 50% and Long Reach 20%. So it went up by 5% in each Bruiser and Long Reach. Now, if the 7 skill rule existed back then, when Ichigo got his Resurrection, he would have hopefully picked up Flurry and maybe something else. Now, maybe, I don't even know what else I can really give him, to be honest. Maybe weaken defense with a bombardment. Again, he's a simple character, right? So basically, he's a NAD unit. He has bombardment, yes, bombardment with his spotted killer. Yet again, not a very, very good killer, but back then, right, it didn't really matter. And it made sense, technically, giving him the spotted killer, right? So, kind of, to an extent, when you really think about it. So, again, in terms of a character, nowadays, he's not that good at all. But in terms of back then, he was phenomenal. Now, of course, I'm going to recommend this video. No one to really work on him. But if you want to, go for it, right? Now, if he does hypothetically pick up, let's hear me out, If they ever do release, whenever they release the Speed Link Slot Post unit, and you have him 5-5, he has bombardment already. If you want to give him weakened defense, hey, go take him to epic grade. It's probably not a bad idea. It probably is going to be a bad idea because he got no DPS besides his bombardment. So, if epic grades, the boss is a Espada, I would gladly go test him out in epic grades. But at the current moment, no, I'm not even going to try to mess with him. But, again, DANGAI ICHIGO, we said this before in the Mugetsu showcase. I would love if they were to do a reimagine banner with the Ichigos. Give me a DANGAI, give me a full bring Ichigo, and then give me a Mugetsu. They do something like that, because honestly, been hoping for a DANGAI ICHIGO remake. Not even Mugetsu. I would love the DANGAI more than a Mugetsu, in my opinion. Just because he's sick, he's so good. We have a remake already of Mugetsu, technically 4th anniversary, but come on, not a single DANGAI ever since this DANGAI ever came out. It does suck, because this form is quite nice. Even the visuals. Yes, it's simple visuals and colors. I love the black and blue. Yes, it matches them perfectly. It just looks so good for how old he is. Keep in mind, this character is, man, when did he come out? This character released in no, that wasn't 2019. He released in, I think, 2018, 2016, actually, right? Basic information. Actually, there is no release date, so I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure he was one of the first characters to come into the game in terms of, like, I don't think he was anniversary banner. I want to say it's before anniversary banner because I do remember this banner. Him, Aizen, and Bardagon. I don't remember when it came out, but man, oh man, when it came out, it was so hype. Again, I would love for them to release this character again. Hoping we got one. Maybe for like just a remake, maybe for Arena, maybe at that case because back then, right, like last year, Arena banners That's probably the best bet we would have gotten for another Ichigo. We were hoping for a Visor Ichigo or a DANGAI. We didn't get neither of them. But again, hopefully down the road we do get him a remake of this Ichigo. Right? I would love to get him, of course. In terms of a showcase where I'm just showing you the damage he does nowadays. I'm not telling you to go work on this character. This character is terrible nowadays age, especially with no flurry. If he had a flurry, sure, why not? Go work on him, right? It's not going to be a bad idea if he had a flurry because he has a long reach, right? I would assume that they got rid of his bruiser, so flurry +1, no 20% nat link, and then with the long reach, he wouldn't be too bad. But since he doesn't have neither of them, he's just a terrible character. But he's always fun to play around with. I do like him. If you want to farm the point of it with him, sure, knock yourself out. It's not a bad idea. I do like his art. I love his visuals. I like the soul bomb. It's pretty simple, right? But again, this character, in terms of the character showcase, it's just talking about the characters. I love talking about them, talking about their past and everything. That's usually what I've been doing in these showcases. If you haven't noticed yet, it's mainly of just a little recap of how they are with some gameplay in the background, how they are doing in terms of DPS nowadays. But overall, DANGAI ICHIGO, I don't recommend if you want to work on him, but god damn, he is absolutely stunning all these years later. I hope and pray this will be the year we get a new DANGAI / Mugetsu remake. They easily do a transformation mechanic on him if they really want to, and I hope they take advantage of that and give me a DANGAI / Mugetsu into one character. Just give me the transformation button or the Bankai button, and my goodness, that would just be so good. Like a tag team versus like Soichi, getting Izuru. Man, there's so much they could do. Oh man. Other than that, though, thank you for watching the video. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.